I think comedy as a tool is generally about causing disarray in the power structures. And so I think comedy of any kind really is about breaking taboos, is about addressing myths. And that's why Sex and Sexability and comedy and my comedy is it makes sense. You know, I'm super proud to be associated with Sex and Sexability in the capacity that I am, because I think that I'm standing here in the audience, or I have the pleasure of being able to introduce people on stage who are subverting the power structure. I mean, they literally come on stage and take back and own every single experience that has hurt them, that has made them, scared, that has made them sad. I'm watching them do this. And I have the pleasure of being able to introduce them on stage while doing this, to warm up the audience while they're doing this. And I think that it is absolutely integral that actually, I don't think it's absolutely integral. Now I sound like I'm like, Shobade. But like, what am I saying? I think it would be awesome to have it in venues across the country, because one, then we'll find out there are accessible venues across the country. It will also develop a sense of community, not only around the disabled community, but also around everyone else around them. I think anger, fear, sadness, and drama are the flip side of a coin that is called humor. I think humor is a way of processing everything, which is why some of the things that we heard today were actually heartrending. It is so friggin' unfair that we live in a world where people have to be subjected to some of the things that they were today making fun of. Today that they were like mocking openly. And I think that's what the most powerful thing about comedy is you take the power back. Today, we are individuals. I am nothing but a person with a microphone and the ability to possibly write jokes. That is my only tool. That is the only thing I have to express my dissent, my anger, my sadness, my fear, whatever it is, in a way that people will listen.
Tell me, how would they come on the same terms? How should they not empathize or sympathize, but start to share and spread the love and talk?
I think the way to do it is to just do it. I think that's one of the things is we're so hesitant what to say, what not to say, what to talk about, what not to talk about. The only way you'll find out what you can't talk about is when you talk about it. So talk about it and don't be afraid of being wrong. I know that we live in a society and culture now, especially online, where you're like, "Oh, that time 1965, remember you said that, and now you're saying something else." You're like, well, time changes, people change, but that is not something that we make sort of movement for in current times. But I think in the cases of anything, I think people shouldn't be afraid to be wrong. I should not be afraid to be wrong. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. And if you are wrong, to be able to correct yourself.
How would you comment on your acting, the production house career, and then that experience?
Frankly, I still want to be an actor. Anyone, if you're watching, listening, I'm looking quite hard. I hate going for auditions though. Those really suck the joy out of my living. Because I guess I normally get like the fat best friend. Or I get like the fat best friend who knows too much about sex. Or I get the fat best friend who knows too much about sex. And also drugs. So and gives galis. So I feel like I'm constantly in that space. Though my dream job is to be in a Star Plus show, preferably colors from the way they're going right now. I really like their mythological themes. I would be just like full starch sari, full makeup, just wake up in the middle of the night to be like, Sasuma, Sasuma, Sasuma. My final message to everyone would be, wear sunscreen.